Well, finally warm enough outside to where I actually throw outside. But of course, tomorrow, rain, lightning, nothing fun. Which sucks, but we're outside today. Something that's been, I don't want to say asked a ton, but something that's thought about or it's been on my mind is how I coach, how I train, how I think of things, what I'm trying to do. I feel like a lot of people, they either don't understand it and they're somewhat interested, but then they leave it alone because they already have their ways that they do things, which is all fine and good. But then there's other people that think that they fully understand how coaches like me coach or train or approach things with their athletes, but they don't, and they just write us off. And I don't mean that negatively. I really don't. Because they don't know what they don't know. I don't know what I don't know. But it just seems to be how it goes. Enough of the rant. All of that to say, I do what I do. One, I truly believe in it. But also when it comes to training, pitching, or even life in general, mechanics aren't end all be all. I think that's where a lot of people get turned off. And what I mean by mechanics aren't end all be all, or how we move isn't end all be all. Obviously, movements, mechanics, they all play a role, right? That would totally ignore Newell's triangle. You have the organism, you have the task, you have the environment. All three matter. But what happens in baseball and even lifting is we get too caught up in how things look, whether or not they're appealing to the eye. And that's nobody's fault of their own. That's just kind of how things have always been done. Now, for some people it works, but why? Why does it work? Is it really the mechanics, or are there other things going on that we haven't made the connection to? Are they just better despite what they do mechanically? Does it even matter what they do mechanically? Are they just good? Good, no matter what. Now, are there more functional movement patterns than others? 100%. We have to look at it as what is functional and what isn't. Well, for pitching, it's functional if you're getting outs and if you're not in pain. So if you're getting outs, you're not in pain, you're being successful, and your skills are going to scale to the next level, well, don't change anything, even if it's not appealing to the eye. Now let's say it doesn't scale to the next skill level. Well, there are going to be people that say, oh, we need to improve your mechanics. What does that mean? What needs to be improved? Why? Or do they need more of the weight room? Do they need more time working on the actual skill? What is it? Why do we always resort to mechanics? And if you've been paying attention, I haven't made the same throw twice. Now, why would I do that? Well, believe it or not, it comes down to my movements. I'm exploring different options. Now I am throwing it into a net. I'm by myself at a baseball field, so low context. But I can spend a lot more time exploring the throw in different ways. Figure out what I can find. I'm a big believer that, how should I put it this way? If you don't explore, you'll never find anything. So if we're caught in this endless loop of trying to find these perfect mechanics, are we going to find a better option? It might be out there. Now, will our bodies end up favoring certain movement patterns or certain movement solutions more than others? Definitely. Everybody's built a little bit different. They're going to move in different ways. So we shouldn't pigeonhole them to do what we think they should do. Can we guide them? Yeah, for sure. However, I do think that we need to be careful about just always thinking about mechanics and just looking at movements and trying to fix those. Even through what I'm talking about, there are coaches that say that they truly explore, but then they only ever focus on the organism or the athlete. I think that's a problem, because you need to look at the environment in which they're moving. For example, I'm not on a mound, no catch partner, no target. I am throwing baseballs. Different weights, pretty much all the same size, but warming up and trying different things out. Well, what am I trying? Simply just exploring. But what I'm getting at is any of this really going to truly matter when it gets to the game? Not really. But I might find something that I can try out on a mound when I do get in context. But we also need to look at pitchers' intentions. What are they trying to do? Why are they trying to do it? What are they paying attention to? So, facing a hitter, and they keep missing arm side. Well, why are they missing arm side? Well, are they trying to rotate as fast as they can and not focus on getting outs? Are they trying to throw it too hard? Are they trying to slow it down? What are they trying to do? Because they're not focused on getting an out or hitting their spot or whatever else it might be. How are we going to expect them to perform? So at that point, do we even need to address mechanics? Probably not. We need to start talking about what they're thinking about, what they're paying attention to, what they're seeing. What kind of information are they paying attention to? Is it specifying or non-specifying? Are they paying attention to somebody in the stands that has nothing to do with their game? Or are they paying attention to the hitter and watching their body language and trying to understand what the hitter is doing to be able to get them out? What are they doing? It all matters, but doesn't matter at the same time. Makes sense if you don't think about it. Again, you never find anything if you don't explore. You know, a lot of people bring up the idea or question. A lot of people will bring up the question, well, what about velocity? Because velocity matters. Yeah, you're right. It absolutely does. But mechanics aren't the only way to get there. Most people that I have worked with have gained the most velocity. They're taking care of the weight room. They're eating right. And they're actually following a softly assembled plan. Shout out to Tyler Yerby. I use the word softly assembled because things can change all the time. On a dime. They can change at a moment's notice. So, really, are they following the plan? Are they lifting? Are they lifting too much? Are they getting enough sleep? Are they not eating enough? What else is going on? As athletes grow, as they get stronger, I'm talking about for the younger ones here, their movements are going to change. If they're truly exploring, they're truly getting stronger, they're truly trying different things and not getting caught up in perfect mechanics, they're going to change. They're going to adapt. Just how it goes. For older athletes that have finished maturing, well, we need to look at, are they actually trying to throw hard? Are they strong? Are they powerful? What are they trying to do? Are they stiff? Are they loose? Are they trying to be someone they're not? We have to look at all of these things. We can't just automatically say like, oh, it's your mechanics. Does that mean we can't ever work on mechanics? No. We can work on it. Maybe not explicitly, but we can give them different constraints and different positions to throw out of to see if anything improves. So to simply say, you need to get deeper into your back leg, or you need to have a strong front leg and better posture, well, what does that mean to the guy? What does that mean to the coach? That could be two completely different things. We need to look at everything, not just mechanics in a vacuum. And that's where baseball falls short for both hitting and pitching, not just pitching. So if you work with me, Mash Remote, what are you going to get? Well, obviously you're going to get lifting, you're going to get throwing, and you're going to get a program that you can co-create. So I'm not going to be a dictator. I'm not going to tell you, you have to do this, this, and this. I've had athletes already tell me like, hey, this isn't really working. Can we try this? Heck yeah, we can. Thanks for your feedback, because I thought it would, when in reality, it's not. Now let's pivot. Your feedback is important. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of exploration. There's going to be a lot of trying new things, different things, being able to get out of your box, out of your comfort zone. And honestly, just trying to find new ways to throw, new ways to do things. Look at life a little bit different. Well, found a bullpen mound. I don't know how this is gonna go because this is soaked, it's wet, super slick. Not ideal. But I play town ball in Minnesota. I'm gonna pitch on some rough mounds more than likely. Shout out Goat Hill Park, Egan Bandits. This mound is definitely not 60 feet 6 inches, but slope is a slope. Anytime you can get on a mound, just touch it, get a few throws off of it. Probably better off, especially if you're gonna approach it rep without rep or truly explore different ways of throwing, whether you set up your foot differently or different tempo, whatever it might be, just trying new things out. Yeah, I'm already slipping, but figuring it out.